Hey guys, what's up? It's Katie and I'm back with this quick little video that Kabam has dropped information on back issues number 3, Polar Opposites, which is dealing with Magneto. Now this Magneto. Now this was dropped a few years ago, so I'm kind of pumped about this. So I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to go over a little bit of it. So of course it's going to be, introduced in classic and variant. And the variant is where things are going to get really into play. So like in back issues number 2, now remember in back issues number 2, we had to bring in extra large or large champs. Now you could cheese around it. There was the domino cheese with, Massacre and Red Hulk. So I'm sure there's going to be cheeses around this, but it seems like you're going to want to bring in tech champs because of composite construction, where all tech champs in this fight are immune to ability accuracy modification and stack overflow, which each tech champ on the attacker's team increases the attacker's debuff's duration by X%. And then there are going to be some global nodes. So, and then it goes on to say even more of a power-up, use the mutant hunting sentinel to take advantage of the brand new Apex manufactured global node. So that's going to be the global node. And with that, the sentinel gains analysis charges at twice the normal rate, and their attacks deal 1% additional true damage per charge. So I just want to go over some of these nodes real quick, kind of give a brief overview of what they're going to do. So we already went over composite construction and stack overflow. So then we've got flux dispersal. And each time the defender is struck, they gain a dispersal charge, which reduces all damage taken from hits by 5%. Being struck by a heavy attack removes all charges. So it looks like once you get a couple of these up, you're definitely going to want a heavy to remove those charges. Then we have Gauss Warp, excuse me, I can read. Each time the defender is struck, they gain a Gauss charge, increasing their block penetration by 5%. One Gauss charge is removed each second while they are afflicted with a shock debuff. So you're going to want to bring in a champ that can, put on shock. So tech champ that could do that would be Nebula. She'd be really good for that, especially if you bring in proc. She already starts off the fight with 10 shock charges. So it's going to be easier to get up to that 20, her max. And then we've got the Berserker Barrage. Whenever the attacker is not under the effects of a regen buff, the defender gains a passive fury gains a passive fury every 1 second. Each fury increases the defender's attack by 50% and all are removed if the defender gains a regeneration buff. So here you kind of want to have the defender regen. So that's kind of interesting. You're going to want to bring in someone with a lot of block proficiency here to kind of bypass some of that damage taken on by the fury. Then you got power efficiency. The defender's special attacks cost 50% less power. So it's kind of like power reserve. So only you're not, you also, your special attacks don't cost 50% less power. So you're going to want to bring in a power control champ here. OG Vision would be good. Age of Ultron Vision, of course, Magic. Magic is, the queen of power lock. And, but OG Vision would be a good tech champ to bring in for that. Typhoon, when the defender activates a special attack, they place a passive ion pulse charge on the attacker. At 10 charges, the attacker is power burned for 100% of their current power, and the charges are removed. If the attacker performs a special 3, all charges are removed. So you're definitely going to want to try to get to your special 3 before all your power is drained. You get that power burn. Hit Me, I Dare You. When struck, the defender gains a chitin charge. At 10, all charges are removed, and the defender gains an armor up buff, increasing armor by 50%, lasting 30 seconds. So for this one, you're probably going to want to bring in an armor break champ. Sentinel, he'd be good, especially with that Apex manufacturer that they've got going on here. Iron Man Infinity War, he's another good one that armor breaks. Yondu, if the champ is bleed immune, he'll armor break as well. So those would be good ones. Chitinous Thorns. If the defender has an armor up buff, the attacker is inflicted with a bleed debuff, causing 50% of the defender's attack over 5 seconds each time contact is made. So for this one, you're definitely going to want to bring in a bleed immune champ. So tech ones for that would definitely be Nebula, either of the Visions, Ultron, Sentinel. Any one of those would work out great. Selective Time Stream. Every 20 seconds, the defender's health is instantly restored to full, and any debuffs on them are removed. This cannot be prevented with ability accuracy reduction. Incinerate and shock debuffs prevent this regeneration. So again, you're going to want to bring in specific champs that can do damage over time, specifically with these shock and regen. So again, Nebula for tech. Hype would be really good for this. He does incinerate. And he does a lot of damage too. Just build up those Furies, launch that special one, just keep repeatedly launching that. You'll get a ton of incinerates on the defender. And finally, then we have selective. Oh wait, I already read that. So then we have Picture of Health. The defender is immune to regen rate modification. So that one's going to be interesting. I'm kind of curious to see what that one is all about. Who's going to be on that node? So now let's go ahead and take a look at these juicy rewards. Now we all know for completing the classic quests, they're really not that great. But if we look at the variant, we get rank 2 to 3 5-star gem. We get rank 2 to 3 5-star gem crystals. We get 3 rank 5-star rank 3 to 4 gem crystal for 2015 and 2016 champs, which I put out a video on those. So if you're kind of wondering who to rank up, I do have a video on my channel about that, so definitely go check that out. We have a 1 rank 3 to 4 5-star and 1 rank 4 to 5-star gem crystal. We get a 5-star awakening gem crystal, 2 5-star crystals, 27,000 tier 5 basic catalyst frags, we get just over 2,200 6-star crystal shards, and then we get 42 5-star signature stone crystals, 2.1 million gold, and 270 units. So these rewards are pretty decent for completing variant. I have a lot of fun with variant. The first variant was definitely a little bit rough, especially with the gates that they had in there. The second variant was much easier. I had a lot of fun with that. So the way that these are looking with the nodes and really thinking about what champs you need to bring in to bypass those nodes and get around those nodes, that's what I really like, but I am super pumped about that. But let me know in the comments below, guys, what do you guys think? Are you guys pumped for variant 3? Have you completed the other 2 variants? What do you think about these crazy nodes? Who would you use? Let me know in the comments below and let's discuss. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you guys liked what you saw and you want to see more, please remember to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and hit me up in the Discord chat. Thanks, guys. Bye.